Happy to give you a really quick tour of Datama's extension and the Google Sheet extension. This is a demo of Datama Compare. Compare is a tool that helps you explain any variation in a way as a KPI tree of or a waterfall view. It's absolutely amazing as an extension of Google Sheet. Say you want to explain a variation of margin from last month to this month, and you basically have a data set that is structured that way. You have some dimensions, basically at least the dimension you want to compare on, but also dimensions you want to slice and dice on to explain the variation. And you have metrics, at least the metrics you want to explain, but also some metrics like what's the volume, what's the price, what's the margin rate. And that can be anything. Basically, you could say, I want to compare last year, this year on the step of funnel checkout. You want to compare two campaigns between click rate, or you want to, we have use cases in logistic, in anything. And that table is available on our documentation. But back to my example, you want to explain a variation of margin. You essentially select your data. Datama detects what are dimensions. So the one you want to compare on, and the dimensions you want to slice and dice, and the metrics that will be part of what Datama calls the market equation, which is essentially the link between metrics and the fact that it is there in the order of kind of a funnel. You get first items of volume and then revenues, which will be divided by items, give you price, and margin divided by revenue is the margin rate. So defining that market equation, you can basically see the chart, and that will be the view of the breakdown of the variation from last month to this month, explaining what's going on. In that case, you decrease by 20% from 51K to 40K. That creates that kind of breakdown of, okay, well, items went down by 28% from 1K to 800. That's all things being equal. That would be an impact on margin of 70K euros or dollars, whatever. But that's translate that thing that you've probably already done, kind of volume and price effect, but scale to any market equation, so that you can show that thing in a way that is everything is in the same unit. That definition of market equation can be, of course, refined, but basically that helps you to, well, compute all that those sub calculation, the calculation of covariance and stuff, and then you can drill down into any dimensions, try to find within the dimensions what's the driver. Is it a specific country? Is it a specific product? That might create an interest score for you, that is the interest of that dimension. In that case, country is more interesting than product, because product actually B and A are dropping, while on country everything comes from Germany, which makes that dimension more interesting. And so with that, you get a waterfall that any C-level guy would need to take decision. And you also take the comments. Everything is kind of a slide. You get a title, a chart, a comment, and you can get that into your presentation, or you can share that with people inside the organization by basically saving this as a use case that people will be able to see. And obviously, if the data is updated by whatever plugin, we get updated the analysis. You can get a license to avoid having the big Datama logo and being able to save your configuration so that you find back your custom setting. Otherwise, everything is free. Datama Compare is the first extension of Datama, but there's a lot of other stuff for anomaly detection, for assessing the significance of variation that will come in. But this is the first demo of Datama extension as a Google Sheet extension. Thanks for your attention. Let me know if you have any comment or question in that video, and I'll answer that happily. Have a nice day. Bye.